Hi, how are you? Hope you're fine. We're Team 1 and we're here to present you AWARIO, a marketing tool which is perfect for social listening. Oh, sorry, we forgot to introduce ourselves. We're Team 1, Sofía Celaya, Sofía Papas, Gloria Priego, and Ramona Tram. Well, let's come back to AWARIO. What's AWARIO? AWARIO is a social listening tool. This tool helps us listen and understand what's happening on social networks and discover new opportunities for our business and that of our clients. And how does it do that? It allows to discover, analyze, and participate in conversations that their target audience are having on social media and different websites, so they can obtain data that can help them to make more accurate decisions. Characteristics. First, notifications. AWARIO notifies you when you receive a mention via email. 2. Filters. You can apply as many filters as you want to limit the type of mentions regarding languages, countries, sources, etc. Third, Boolean search. This is a special search where keywords can be combined and allows the brand to remove the more generic and least useful results. Fourth, sentiment analysis. The system automatically assigns all the mentions a positive, negative, or neutral feeling. Yes, you can compare anytime the overall sentiment of your online conversation about your brand with that of your main competitors. Fifth, identifying influencers. This allows you to follow and contact them. And 6. Reports and analytics. AWARIO offers you these reports don't, although you can't customize them. And now, how does it work? AWARIO finds keywords that the user selected and helps you to organize the information. To put it in a more technical way, AWARIO is a crawler that systematically explores the social networks to which you have access and other web pages to find mentions of certain keywords and store them in an index. Then, it visually organizes this index in an interface that allows you to carry out social listening, that is, to monitor the digital conversation of your users, detractors, and competitors to understand the real state of your brand or products online. But don't worry, we will see an example with the interface later. But no one is perfect. AWARIO has advantages and disadvantages. Let's see them. Let's start with bad news. Disadvantages. First, complexity. Complexity can frighten the user when establishing a Boolean search. 2. Compared with other tools, AWARIO provides fewer mentions. 3. It only works in English. 4. It's not free. 5. You can't customize your dashboard. And 6. For mentions in English and Russian, it can be inaccurate. For example, look, the user said he can't wait, which is positive, but it was classified as negative because the sentence was written in the negative form of the verb to can. And now, advantages. 1. The Boolean search mode allows to create advanced queries to get more precise results. 2. Saves time eliminating those that don't give any relevant information or are too generic. 3. It's useful to identify negative mentions and react quickly before they cause any damage. 4. You can manually tag each mention to a sentiment. 5. You can filter mentions by source, sentiment, or time period. 6. It finds all potential influencers via individual keywords and brand alerts. 7. You can see a list of influencers with a number of followers. 8. You have fast access to all mentions and allows quick reaction to mentions without needing to log in the social media platform. And 9 is the most affordable tool for the amount of data to get. And now let's see an example of all this in the interface. First, we create an account. You only have to enter your email address and they will send you the password. I already have an account, so I'll enter with it. Second, we create the project. In this case, we will use the money heist, as the new season has just been launched. Be careful, with the trial version, you can only have one single project. Here, we write the brand. Below, the keywords. You don't need many keywords, and be careful with ambiguous words. For example, the professor in the money heist is one of the main characters, but writing professor would be an error because there are many other uses of this word. And here you write the competitor's name. As you can see, Awario is not only oriented to analyze your products, but it is also a comparative-oriented tool. Now we are in. Let's analyze the interface. In the top, you have your account with settings, help center, contact support, and sync out option. Next to this, you have this special option, plus invite your team. This allows to share the results with the rest of the team. This option is not available in the trial version. Here you have a summary of your project, with the number of mentions and the number of leads. We also have the option to create a new project, but this is not possible in the trial version. If we click in the wheel, we could have more details of our project. Mention alerts, our mentions, and below our competitors' ones. Leads. Here we could add more competitors, negative words, countries, sources, and the chosen time slot. As we can see, the language cannot be changed. Notifications. Here is where you find where do you receive the notifications and how often. We can create slacks, for example, to receive a real-time notification of your brand or competitors, but this option does not work well in the trial version. And finally, the social accounts. You select the social network you want to use to like, share, and reply mentions in app. Having seen that, we are going to come back to the main page. First, we see the dashboard. We have the whole dashboard of our brand. Here it is. Here we select the time slot. For example, the last 30 days. Here there is a graph with mentions, another graph with researches, and a pie chart with the sentiment analyzed. Here mentions, influencers, and a geographic graph with a cloud map with the most used word related to us. Here we have two more pie charts for languages and sources used for mentioning us. Next, mentions. For us and for our competitors. We have the option to search, the option to sort by date, to group by authors, and filter. Finally, the option to export the results. And here, the number of mentions, we can see the same for us and for all our competitors. Third, leads. We have the same 5 options in the top, but now, instead of mentions, it is done for leads. To end up, reports. We have all the graphs we have seen, but with more detail and the option to share and export these graphs and reports. The alert comparison gives us the same graphs but compared to our competitors' results, as we are going to see. Here it is. And finally, here, our influencers, the top 50 of them, with their audience, how often they mention us, and their sentiment in their mentions. Sometimes it's good, sometimes bad, and sometimes a mix of both of them. Well, now we have seen everything about Awario. It's a very versatile tool and complete in its intentions, but it's not very flexible. There's no possible customization and only one language, and it has a limited scope. But overall, we can say that it's a great tool for social listening and it is really easy to use. Well, thank you very much for your attention and goodbye!